Welcome back to another Mom Biz, Mom Life Pep Talk, whatever it is today. Today's a little more life than business, but today is all about choosing how you want to show up this school year. And that includes in life and in business. And for me, I'm just going to tell you, I know I dropped a podcast episode on this month, but I'm just not a volunteer mom. I'm not going to volunteer in the classroom. I'm not going to volunteer to go on field trips unless it's something super fantastic and exciting. Like, I think this year my little boy will go on a hike in Zion National Park. So I might volunteer for that. Will I ride the bus with them? No, I will drive. But I want you to really think about the fact that you get to decide how you want to show up, and you get to feel really good about your reasons why. And you do not have to feel guilty. You do not have to feel any shame. You do not have to think that, oh my gosh, maybe their teacher thinks I'm a horrible person because I say no to all of this. You get to decide and you get to choose to feel really good about it. And the reason that I say all those things is because I used to be the mom who felt super guilty. I felt guilty for never wanting to volunteer in the classroom. I felt guilty for never wanting to go on the field trips. It just didn't even sound fun to me. Like, if I'm being completely honest, there are not many other people's kids that I actually like. And so I'm just not gonna do it. Not that I don't like other people's kids. I'm not going to go hang out with them every day. I like my kids. I've taught my kids how to be good while being themselves. And maybe it's just because I'm used to them that I don't want to go sit with 100 other kids on a field trip or 20 other kids in a classroom. Like, to me, it's just all overstimulating and I just don't want to. And last year, I will say, was probably the first year that I did not feel any form of guilt around it. Usually it's gotten less and less. At first, when my kids started going to school, I felt super guilty. And then it started to get less and less. And I think that last year was the first year I really didn't have, by the end of the school year, I really didn't have any guilt around it at all. At the beginning, I had a little bit, especially when my little boy would come home and be like, Mom, do you want to go on this field trip? And I'd be like, no. And then by the end of the school year, it just kind of turned into a joke with him. He'd come home and he's like, Mom, do you want me to tell my teacher that you'll come join us on this field trip? And he's just like, he's my 9-year-old and is super funny like that. But yeah, you get to decide, because for me, my work hours are during school so that I can be available to my kids after school. But if I'm volunteering in the classroom, then I'm giving up work time. And I enjoy doing my work a lot more and being available for my kids after school. And so that is what I choose. And I have zero guilt around that this year. I'm just not available for the guilt around it anymore. And you get to choose that for yourself too. And it doesn't reflect poorly on you. It doesn't make you look like a bad mom. I used to think that, like, oh my gosh, all these other moms are volunteering in the classroom. No, I am the mom who will volunteer to send snacks. I am the mom who volunteers to send, like this year, I'll just tell you what I'm doing this year, because our teachers do like home visits during the summer. So they come visit all the kids that are going to be in their class. And my little girl's teacher came yesterday, at the time of this recording. And I had ordered a box of like 800 party favors. And I said, here's my thing. I don't love that treats are always the reward in school. I think that it teaches poor habits. I think that it teaches food makes us happy. Like, food is the reward for everything in America. And I don't love that. And I'm like, can I just send you with this box of party favors that had like the little poppet things that they can like hook? It's like a keychain poppet that they can hook on their backpack. It had the little frogs that you push with your finger and they hop, dinosaurs. I don't know. It had all sorts of stuff in it. But I said, can I just send this box with you? It was like an 800 piece box. And can this be the prizes for your classroom the majority of the time over treats? And she was so excited about it. And that made me feel better because I'm like, let's give the kid a sticker. Let's give the kid a pencil. Let's give the kid a little prize. Like, if you're going to do it anyways, let's stop rewarding with food. But that is my own personal opinion and irrelevant to this podcast episode. But just my little tangent here. But I just want you to know, you get to decide how you show up this school year. And if you decide that your work hours are during school so that you can be available for your kids after school, then be happy with that decision. And it's okay. Like, I know you don't need permission, but this is me giving you that permission because you get to choose what it looks like. You get to choose what you volunteer for and what you don't. And you get to choose to feel really good about that decision. So I just wanted to put that out there today. I just wanted to share a little bit about what I'm doing, and I will talk to you on the next pep talk.